Outside the window, the rain was pouring down continuously. However, Gangbin was leisurely spending this rainy day in his self-made motorhome, enjoying the wonderful time of having a big meal. On that day, he was driving the small motorhome he had built with his own hands when he encountered a heavy rainstorm on the way. For safety reasons, the man decided to park by the roadside and set up a temporary camp. After getting out of the car, he held a small umbrella and returned to the motorhome that had been with him for 2.5 years. He put down the stairs at the rear of the vehicle and easily got inside. This seemingly small motorhome had an astonishingly delicate interior. There were sofas, tabletops, and all kinds of facilities. One could even enjoy the scenery outside the window at any time. To make the interior more airy, Gangbin opened the window. Listening to the tick-tock of the rain outside, he felt extremely relaxed. The rainy atmosphere actually made the small motorhome even cozier. At this moment, Gangbin felt as if he had returned to his home. He took out pots, pans, and bowls, and put rice and water into a small bowl to soak. During this waiting period, he sat quietly on the sofa, letting the sound of the rain fill the whole space. Soon, the sky gradually darkened, and it was time for Gangbin's dinner. He cleared the table, took out an alcohol lamp, lit it, and started heating the rice. At the same time, he set up a gaskin stove, getting ready to make a beef hot pot. The heavy rain was still pattering down outside, and the surroundings were extremely quiet. Within a radius of 10 miles, there was only Gangbin's motorhome camp. As time went by, the simmering beef hot pot finally started to steam, and the aroma was so enticing that the man could almost feel his mouth watering involuntarily. At this moment, all the fatigue was dispelled by the fragrance. He picked up the steaming hot rice, and enjoyed it with the beef hot pot. The meal seemed simple but was extremely memorable. The combination of the sweetness of the onions and the tender beef made him almost devour all the dishes in one go. The atmosphere inside the vehicle became warm and comfortable. After having dinner, Gangbin quickly started the cleaning work. He washed the bowls and chopsticks and wiped the table to ensure that everything inside the vehicle was neat and clean. The rainy night was still falling quietly outside, while the warmth inside the vehicle made him feel extra secure. After having some snacks and playing with his phone, he tidied up the sofa and the table, planning to transform the small vehicle into the bedroom mode. After spreading the sheets and bedding, brushing his teeth and washing his face, he could finally lie in the warm quilt, turn off the lights, and enjoy a peaceful sleep. The next morning, the early morning air was quiet and beautiful. The heavy rain had stopped, and there was tranquility all around. Gangbin opened his eyes easily, drew the curtains, and looked at the scenery outside. The first thing he did was to open the window and take a deep breath of fresh air. Then he began to change the bedroom mode back to the living room mode. The sheets and bedding were cleverly turned into sofa cushions, comfortably switching to a relaxing space. It was breakfast time. Gangbin started to prepare the ingredients and made a sumptuous breakfast. He grilled bacon, paired it with mochi rice cakes, and added some bread. It was sweet, delicious, and filling. With the help of the bread machine, he baked perfect slightly spicy bread. Each slice of bread was fragrant and baked just right. The breakfast made by Gangbin was like treating a work of art. Quietly enjoying the delicious breakfast, he spent this wonderful time leisurely in the vehicle. After having breakfast, Gangbin started to tidy up the motorhome to keep it clean. The 2.5 years of camping life had made this small vehicle both familiar and affectionate. Every detail was full of warmth. After tidying up everything, Gangbin closed the car door, put back the stairs, started the engine, and continued his around-the-world camping journey.